Peace. So I want to talk about destroying and recreating new habits and mindsets. Destroying and creating new habits and new mindsets, achieving goals, and reinventing yourself. I also want to talk about the scientific aspects of doing so. So, when you have a habit, right? Let's say you smoke cigarettes, for example. Your brain has created the receptors for the nicotine. And with that being said, it's basically you smoking cigarettes you have now created a pathway, much like this one, in your brain to smoke cigarettes, right? Because this is a habit. When you decide that you want to change this habit and become a non-smoker, if you want to become a non-smoker, you have to basically, it's not really a good explanation because all the leaves are off the tree. But just imagine that this is just a full thick forest, a bunch of rubbish, a bunch of bushes. It's hard to get through. You can't even walk through this shit without using a machete of some sort and a bunch of different tools to get through the forest, right? But that's what it's like when you're trying to create a new habit. The habits you have are perfectly laid out for you because you've been doing these things on repeat. You've been repetitively smoking these cigarettes, and then you've been repetitively intaking or consuming these chemicals that come with these cigarettes, and your body has become dependent on them because, you smoke them every day, right? But like I said, if you want to create a new path, a new habit, it's basically like creating a new path through a bunch of rubbish in the middle of the forest. You're trying to lay out, let's say I'm trying to make a whole highway right here. It takes time. It takes time. It takes intense focus. It takes attention. And it takes deep, I'm talking about for the human, not the forest. Fuck the forest right now. I'm talking about for you, what you need to do to create a new habit. Intense focus, intense attention, intention and attention, and also deep sleep and rest. I say deep sleep and rest. I'm walking up a hill, y'all. This motherfucker is like, okay. I say deep sleep and attention. Deep sleep and rest, because that is when your brain restructures itself. Forgot to mention, your brain literally, physically restructures and reconstructs itself when you form and break habits. When you decide you want to create a new mindset for yourself, or you decide that you want to change an aspect of yourself or reinvent yourself, and you start to reprogram your mind mentally, you also physically reconstruct your brain too. That is what neuroplasticity is, and that's what it means. It's the reconstruction of your brain based off of like a response to experiences. Okay. So based on a response to experiences, you are now restructuring your entire brain. That's why I mentioned the paths, because you're literally creating new neural pathways in your brain. And you do this while you sleep. If I'm active and I'm up and I'm just walking around, talking, consciously doing things, cooking maybe, and also my brain is telling me to automatically do things like breathe and blink and all these things. It's too many things. And I'm also encoding new things into my memory, into my brain, and deciphering if I want to keep this memory for a long term or, keep it only for the short term. So your brain is doing a lot of things when you're up and awake and conscious. But when you're asleep, when you're unconscious, your brain can process everything that happened for the day and for your life in general, and restructure itself based off your actions and experiences. So even traumas can restructure your brain. So if you want to achieve goals, make new habits, create new mindsets, break your old habits, dump your old self away, then you have to repetitively do the actions and the things that will create this new person, a new version of yourself. Reprogramming your brain, like I said, is not only a mental thing, psychological thing, but it's also a physiological thing, a physical thing. This trail kicking my ass. But yeah, so this is what we're gonna do, right? I'm trying to remember, I had some notes on this, but the notes are on my phone, so it's not really helpful because I'm recording on my phone. But long story short, if I want to become a vegan, right? I've been eating meat all my life. Everybody around me eats meat, and I don't even know what foods to really make. I don't know what's good, what's not good. I just know that eating more raw foods will be beneficial to my health, right? That's all I know. So with this information being said, you need to now create an environment that is conducive to you shifting into this new being, into this new mindset, this new habit, this new lifestyle. How do you do that? Like I said, repetition. So repetition is also environment. You want to make sure that you have social or environmental support for whatever you're trying to do and whoever you're trying to become. You can't try to become a vegan in a household that's eating all your favorite foods that you no longer want to eat, like seafood, gumbo, and shit like that. You need to surround yourself with more vegans, more plant-based people. On your social media, you don't need to have no chefs or follow people who are posting foods that don't align with your diet and your new lifestyle. Everybody you follow on social media, everybody you surround yourself with, you need to try to make it align with who you're trying to become, a vegan, right? And if everybody in your life can't be a vegan, then at least you can just say, okay, I'm trying to become a vegan, so could you not eat that around me? Or if you're gonna eat that, let me know so I can remove myself from this environment, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Also, looking at the benefits of it, and looking at the benefits of becoming a vegan, but also looking at the downsides of not, or the consequences of not living this lifestyle and consuming more fruits. What does it do? What does it cause? And continuously feed yourself this information. Look at the benefits, and look at videos of parasites in meat, and look at videos of people with chronic diseases, and look at people with low energy, and look at people that may be in your previous environment or in your current environment or whatever that are consuming these foods, and look at how that aren't consuming these foods, that are consuming meat or processed foods or junk or whatever the case is, and look at their lifestyle, look at their health, look at the condition of their life, and ask yourself, do you want this? Do you want to live a life with people like this? Oh, not with people like this, sorry. This walk got me going crazy. Okay, so do you want your life to end up like this, basically? And if the answer is no, that is feeding into the reprogramming and restructuring of your brain. The more stuff you feed yourself about the benefits of certain foods and herbs and fruits and raw foods and stuff like that, the better. So, changing your environment, your social life and things of that nature, telling yourself, looking at body goals, looking at what you want your body to look like, what you want your body to feel like. Look at children, go to a park and look at children, look at how much energy they have. And then just go to the city and just look at adults walking and look at how busy and stressed and depressed a lot of them look. Some of them don't look depressed, but a lot of them do. And it's not just because of food, but we ain't gonna get into that. I'm just giving examples, right? So, yeah. That is the main thing. But yeah, you can, I'm gonna make a lot more videos on neuroplasticity, but you can change yourself, but you have to realize wherever attention goes, energy flows. That is a real thing. If you give attention to negative thought patterns and things that don't align with who you want to become, or don't align with the habits that you want to form, or the routine you want to live, the lifestyle you want to live, then you're gonna attract that. You're gonna attract these things that you're giving attention to. But if you give attention to the things that you want and more positive things, you'll attract that. So it's not even about, I'm trying to block some of this wind out. It's not even about if this thing is good or bad per se. It's just about, does it align with what you want and who you want to be? If so, feed more into that. If not, drop it. And that's it. Peace.